Hello, my name is Evette Acevedo. I'm a realtor with Honest Real Estate in Philadelphia, and I also serve the surrounding counties. There are a ton of positive reasons to sell a house vacant. Scheduling showings are a lot more convenient when it's vacant. It can be staged, or decluttered. Keeping it nice and tidy, ready for potential buyers to walk through is a lot easier when there's no one living in the space. Inspections and walkthroughs go smoother as well when a property is vacant. There's a risk when leaving a property vacant for an extended period of time. Not only those who are walking into these vacant properties have to be very careful, on high alert, and should check in with somebody after they're done at a predetermined time to make sure they're okay after the whole walkthrough. But there are a few things the owner can do as well to protect themselves and to protect the property. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to give you 6 suggestions to help protect yourself if you're planning to sell a vacant property. Now, one thing you really need to know is that there are several different types of trespassing. I'm not going to go into detail over each one, but I will go a little over defiant trespassing. Now, the definition for this particular type of trespass will vary depending on where you're located. And depending on what the offense actually is. So there's a lot of variations with it. I'm just going to go over the basic, okay? Defiant trespassing is when there's a clearly stated no trespassing sign around the property, and yet it was broken into anyway. So if the sign was ignored, now they're being defiant, and that's punishable up to 5 years in jail, and they could potentially get up to $10,000 worth of penalties. We know simply putting up a sign might not prevent someone from breaking in, but if they do while there is a no trespassing sign, the consequences are much more severe with the sign up than it would be if there wasn't a sign. And squatters and people with those kinds of intentions, they probably already know that. So the sign actually might be enough to prevent someone from trespassing, so it might actually work. It's not going to hurt anyone if you put it up. Now, here's something else people don't really think about. If a property is left vacant for a specific amount of time, usually 30 days, certain types of damages are not going to be covered by the homeowner's insurance policy. It depends on your insurance company, so check with your policy, give them a call, and ask them about vacant insurance coverage. Vacant property insurance is typically short-term. You could get coverage for 30, 90 days, even up to 12 months, depending on what your insurer offers. Now, here's something else to think about. I realize people are a lot more private nowadays. We're not as connected to our neighbors as we used to be. But you are going to want to ask a trusted neighbor to keep an eye out and call you if they see anything suspicious. Now, this person lives in the neighborhood. They are not going to want anything crazy going on in their neighborhood. So not only are they helping you, but they're also helping themselves because they live next to the house you're selling. Now, this tip may be obvious, but it's not. You'll be surprised how many houses are up for sale without curtains. I suggest to keep your window treatments up. If you need to take them with you because there's a certain style or they're expensive, then go ahead and invest in a cheaper pair and put them up. You don't want people peeking through your windows. Curtains are the easiest way to keep prying eyes out. On top of that, use automatic light timer. You can have them set up at different times around the house. So you can have one set up at 6 p.m. in the kitchen, 10 p.m. upstairs in the bedroom, just to give it the illusion that someone is still there, that there's some activity going on in the house, especially in the evening after the sun goes down. Last but not least, adding security cameras would help detect anything suspicious going on in or around the property, but it could be pricey depending on the type of system you get. If security cams are not within your budget, you can always opt for a decoy security camera. They're inexpensive and look like the real thing. Sometimes that can be enough to make someone with bad intentions just keep on walking. Okay, so there are my 6 suggestions when selling a vacant property. If you're a homeowner looking to sell, I'd love to go over a customized strategy with you to get your property sold. You can schedule a time to connect with me via my calendar link. If you found any value in what I shared and haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Now's a good time to do it. Your support will be a huge motivator in helping me make and deliver more content. So hit that button now. Again, my name's Evette Acevedo with Honest Real Estate here in Philadelphia. And if you have any real estate questions, I hope to hear from you. Till next time, bye.